We are 20 minutes south of downtown Buffalo. It is Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. The kicker, Tyler Bass, has us ready to start. And off we go from Buffalo. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Stroud going to throw right away. Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game. That's Daquan Jones getting in there to bring him down. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Throw on the run is complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. 14 yards on that pass play there. It's good for a Texans first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Quick throw, taken in, and they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texans. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on first and 10. On the ground, this is James Cook. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now Allen facing third and long. This one, downfield for Kincaid. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream, a pick-6 for touchdown. And that just adds to the start for this one. They walk down the field to get the touchdown, and then the defense joins the offensive party, Greg. Each side has scored a touchdown early on.
Yeah, and you just can't draw up a worse start than this, Mike. I mean, not only to allow the opposing team to go down and score on their first drive, but then to follow it up with a pick-6. You find yourself in a big hole here early. Do they have enough to dig their way out?
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Now Allen on first down. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So,
a loose football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
And this will be incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And third down coming up.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries...
the pressure, too much, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter, pass rusher extraordinaire, in action again. The Bills bringing on the punt team. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. Up the sideline to the 40. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Houston. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Texans will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On first down, it's Allen. That'll be intercepted. That's the linebacker, Christian Harris. Fairbairn to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Play action. It's Allen. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 28-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Now a 3rd and 2.
Gun. Look out.
Off the play fake, here's Allen. He's got his man, that's Coleman. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. First down, Buffalo.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Again, it's Allen to the air. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down, a pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Bills. Tyler Bass now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bills are able to edge a bit closer. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Now, here comes a return from the 9.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
All right.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Stroud. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand. He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again. Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
South.
Here's Stroud. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
All right. Look the hot. Hey, uno. Puppy.
Stroud. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That is Joey Bosa in on the sack. Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. Under pressure. He's going to go down again. They've sacked him for a 2nd consecutive time. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever.
South. 19 Texans. Look the hot.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. That'll be taken in by Mixon.
Well, if that was a pickup on first or second down, you'd be thrilled. But here on third and long, just doesn't quite get enough to pick up the first down, and it's going to bring up fourth.
Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face.
Now a loose football. And this is taken in by the defense. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner.
Mike, doesn't it just seem like year in and year out, especially on the defensive side of the ball, there's these late-round players that kind of burst onto the scene out of nowhere, and there's a reason this guy fell in the draft. But I'll tell you what, he has shown a ton of growth so far this year, and he continues to make his presence felt in the back end of this defense.
Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Out of bounds, but in business. They mark him down near the 2. It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal. They send the tight end in motion. They'll run here with Mixon. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Texans will add 1 more onto their big lead. Just 8 seconds now until halftime. And the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. In motion, Shakir. Throwing now, Allen here on 1st down. This one, downfield for Kincaid. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
All right, Coach. Thank you. Two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. They'll throw on first down with Allen. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Alert, alert, alert!
They go play action now. Here's Allen. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line. It stresses your quarterback. It stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the third quarter, they convert on fourth down.
Gun.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And he'll get this just past the 45 as he's taken down. Second down and 8.
Half 85, half 85. Look out.
On play action, Allen. He's going to keep it himself.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Third and 6.
Regular. What's that?
From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Christian Harris. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you're just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. Get a few more guys in the box, but then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field to that passing game.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
A 39-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans will extend their third quarter lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Here's 1st and 10.
What's that?
From the gun, Josh Allen. Looking downfield for Coleman. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll go right back to Mixon. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. And this one's going to be downed inside the 20-yard line. So 3 quarters have come and gone.
What's that?
Out of the gun, here's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
Half 85, half 85. What's that?
Here's a handoff to Cook. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Half. Look out.
Once again, it's Cook. And he'll get this close to the 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. Now Allen And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and it'll bring up second down. Now Allen. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Bills first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down? So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
This drive in danger of stalling out on 3rd and 10. To throw is Allen. Got his man at the 6. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
Having the ability to move your running back to the widest receiver, they call those the number 1 receiver, meaning he's the closest to the sideline. It really forces a defense to show their hand. Do we keep a corner out there, and I know it's zone, or do I move a linebacker or safety?
And he will drive his way into the end zone. Josh Allen, touchdown Buffalo. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills cut into the lead a little bit. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
All right.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All right.
They'll run out of the gun with Mixon. Woo. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down for Houston.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever. I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
They will work the middle with Mixon. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
Oh, ready.
Again, they'll give it to Mixon. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's good for a Texans first down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game.